We're live and direct today with Ben Orrvick, who records and writes music under the name Kahone Concept here in Pittsburgh and beyond as well. My name's Joey Spehar. Welcome, Ben. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me on your podcast. If I mess up, can we edit anything out?
Of course.
Okay, perfect.
Of course. Why don't you start us off with a song, though?
Oh, absolutely. This one's called Attention Addict, and this one's for you, Joey. Sometimes when I wake up, I'm still sleeping in my head. Dreaming kinda feels good, just not an hour from your bed. Why do I feel like I'm so sad? I know my life's not even that. I guess I'm being over dramatic. Maybe I'm an attention addict. I know when I messed up, I tend to take things way too far. Do my friends even like me? Do you, Joey? I'm convenient when they're not. And I can't remember names 'cause I'm busy saying things. Awkward silence always chokes me up. Why do I feel like I'm so sad? I know my life's not even that. I guess I'm being over dramatic. Maybe I'm an attention addict. Guitar solo. Why do I feel like I'm so sad? I know my life's not even that. I guess I'm being over dramatic. Maybe I'm an attention addict. Why do I feel like I'm so sad? I know my life's not even that.
91.3 WYEP. We are live and direct today with Kahone Concept. It's great to see you guys.
Thank you very much for having us. Before we kind of get started, I got some housekeeping I got to take care of real quick.
Okay, what's going on over there?
I'm pulling this in my pocket. It's a note. I wanted to make sure I didn't forget. Gub Gub Gobbler's Hot Dog Shop shortchanged me $2 last week, and I want everyone to know about it. We can now continue.
Okay, great. I'm glad you got to stay on top of things, especially as a musician these days. You know,
got to take every opportunity you get.
Well, I gotta say, I love seeing you pop up. When I'm like lost in phone world scrolling, and I see you, and you're doing something or making music. And one thing that I noticed recently is that you guys had a pretty big gig the other day, opening up for Judah and the Lion.
Yeah, it's true. They did not even have a real lion, so calling them out right now. I was so excited all month. Thought there was gonna be a lion. None.
So you had to win a contest or something to get that spot?
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
So basically, they did this tour based around local support acts, and each city, they had people vote for who they wanted to open up, and they narrowed it down to like 4 or 5 per city. And in this city, it was me, Elvis here, which is Caleb Kopta,
the Ghost Club, and then 2 other people I'm not as familiar with. I don't know if they were actually from Pittsburgh or if it was an accident or something, but yeah, when people just voted, I spammed everyone's phone, texted everyone. Facebook moms, shout out to you, because without them, it wouldn't have happened.
Are you happy with how it all went? I mean, it was a great show, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We show up, and our live shows are kind of crazy. We have like props and skits now. We have bubbles and all that stuff. And when we walked in, we were bringing all this in, and Judah and the Lions team was just kind of looking around like, what in the world is going on? They had no idea. If they're like, is it going to be good? Is it going to be terrible? They did not know, and especially they did not know what to do when Caleb walked out as Elvis. But at the end of the show, they seemed to be really receptive of it.
I love the concept. I mean, but I'm the kind of person that does enjoy a little fun with my music, and not everybody, I think, feels that way. I think some artists consider themselves to be like too serious to mess around, but I like that you were able to do that, and I think you do it pretty well. And on top of that, I mean, your music is actually very serious. It's got this bright pop sheen to it, but you're saying a lot. So I wonder, how do you straddle that line between being serious and also having fun and making people, enjoy the experience?
That is a really good question, and it's something that recently kind of came into existence. I used to take things so seriously, and then eventually I'm just like, one, I love doing this, and everyone around me that likes music, they want to have fun. Everyone's here just to have a good time. So if I take myself too seriously or people take themselves too seriously, it just doesn't come through. So I often have to pull back because I'm worried if I might say too much, and people are like, this guy doesn't take it seriously, when really I'm doing this like all the time. But it's a good question. It's a hard line to teeter on, but hopefully I don't overstep it sometimes.
I mean, in 2023, do you think that musicians have to have some sort of spectacle to be noticed?
Yeah, absolutely, especially with TikTok and just kind of how oversaturated the market is. It's a good thing because I want as many people to make music as possible, because it's a great experience, and just to be able to create something that's going to last longer than what your life might with a digital footprint is phenomenal. But at the same time, you have so many people competing for the same job, kind of stinks. So like sometimes you got to try and do stuff to kind of break through that noise.
Well, I think you do a great job of it, and I guess I wonder, is it more of a detriment to have to focus on all of these different things that you have to do, or does it in a way inspire you to be more creative in all of them?
I love these questions. Yes, it is overwhelming because it's so much more you have to keep track of. Like at shows, you got to like remember to do this, and that instead of not playing. But one thing I'm able to do is I automate a lot of like changes with my guitar changes. I don't have to press the pedals anymore. My computer does it for me. And what I've noticed is whenever you are playing with backing tracks and like things are automated, you kind of lose that magic of spur in the moment. But by having these weird little quirky skits and whatnot, it brings back that element of like spontaneity, and it does encourage us to be so much more creative and like really enjoy what we're doing on stage.
Well, I got to say, I love your latest song. The newest one that I've heard is I Like You, But Don't Talk.
Yeah.
I guess for me personally, I feel like in my position here at the radio station, a lot of times I got to stifle myself and not say what's on my mind. So I love that you can say something like that, the kind of we're all thinking. Tell me more about that song.
Yeah, of course. I wanted to make something sassy.
Yeah.
Right. And I try to be as nice as possible, and I'm not a perfect person. And even in the moments when I need to be nice and I should be nice, sometimes I find myself just wanting to be left alone. And people, it's nothing against the person that's trying to talk to me. I'm thankful for them in my life, but like sometimes I'll be left alone. And it's like, dude, I like you, but like, please go away.
Well, Ben, I like you, but how about a little less talk?
Yeah.
And why don't you play us a song?
That was a perfect segment. Of course, let's do it. Talk too much. I like you, but you talk too much. You've got an overwhelming sense of attitude, and I'm not in the mood. Stop, get away. I don't wanna hear a thing that you have to say. I'm not looking for advice or your sympathy. I know this might come as a shock. Talk too much. I know you mean well, but there's nothing you
I'm not looking for advice or your sympathy. I know this might come as a shock. I like you, but don't talk. Oh man, too much talking. You know what I mean? Not enough listening. Just gets you going. You know? Oh. Chewing with your mouth open? Like what? Dude, come on. Don't wanna hear a thing that you have to say. I'm not looking for advice or your sympathy. I know this might come as a shock. I like you but don't talk. I like you but don't talk. I like you but don't talk. I know this might come as a shock. Don't talk. We got another one for you. This one's called No But Kinda. I Like You But Don't Talk. That song we just played came out this week. So if you're listening on the radio, when you get home, maybe give Spotify a listen. Give me a follow on Instagram, Snapchat. Fall back again. I retain the words you said, just like as if kissed. Some are and aren't pre-planned. All these days are getting to my head. The water's getting stale, and I forget to swim. Look at me like I'm all you've ever seen, and I'll return love that I've only seen in dreams. I cock back and say, too late to find you here, but love's inside the mirror. I cock back and drift into a stateless bed. 2, 3, oh. Going through the change, does it stand to last? Change never stays. Does that mean I won't go back? All these days are getting pretty dim. I woke up yesterday and I only breathe in sin. Look at me like an addict with a gun, always turning heads, but only get helped when I'm done. I cock back and say, too late to find you here, but love's inside a mirror. I cock back and drift into a stateless bed. Just know that I care, and know that I'm scared. Well, that's all my fears. So you want something more? Just know that I care, and know that I'm scared. Well, that's all my fears. Was there ever something there? I cock back and say, too late to find you here, but love inside a mirror. I cock back and drift into a stateless bed. 2, 3,
91.3 WYEP. We are live and direct today with Kahone Concept, a great project from here in Pittsburgh, PA. Got Ben Orrvick here, leader of the group.
Thank you very much for having me. Like I said before, excited to be on this podcast. It's my first podcast. Honestly, it's a little overwhelming.
Yeah, you know, it's we'll get you through it. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Now, we alluded earlier to the fact that your drummer may or may not be Elvis.
So this is my drummer. It's actually more than my drummer. I travel everywhere with him. He's just kind of like my entourage.
Mm-hmm.
So go to Walmart. He's with me. He's doing kung fu in the background here.
I wish people could see it.
Yeah. He is. You know, I've seen better lookalikes, but honestly, for the price point, he can sing too. Wait till he starts singing. It's
Okay.
amazing. I don't know if we have time for it today, but come to a show sometime. You'll see it.
I love all the antics and I love the stage show, but when you're writing these songs and you're recording them, it's just you?
Yeah, so I write, record, and produce all this stuff, usually up in my attic. I have a little studio up there,
Okay.
over in the South Side Slopes.
Big studio, I would think, with a sound like that.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
I guess I think about that and I think about myself and the way that I work. I know that I can depend on myself to finish something, but I also know that I can depend on myself to completely blow it along the way. So I wonder how you get motivated and stay motivated when you're working by yourself to craft this music.
I think everyone struggles with that, and I'm no exception. Recently, I've had a lot of support locally, and I'm trying to get as much support as I can. So if anyone's listening, please like and follow, or just keep up with me online with Kahone Concept. And the people that are supporting this really are the reason why I'm able to do it, because I'm getting people that will text me like, "Hey man, where's this song?" or "Hey, I heard you posted about this. When's that coming out?" And the little things like that just make me so excited, and that's what gets me up in the studio. And once I'm up there, I don't want to leave, but the first 5 minutes of doing any work, you don't want to do it.
Right. I would think maybe setting goals would be a great way to keep yourself motivated. And I heard that you have a goal this year.
Yeah, and now that we're talking about it, it looks like I'm going to have to stick with it.
So you told me expect one song a month in
Yeah.
2023.
Yeah, so my goal here is to do a song a month, hopefully end up with 12. And at the end of it, my good friend Adam over here had the brilliant idea of releasing an album. And as my, I guess I'm going to have to stick with this now. As my debut album, I'm going to call it, it's going to be Kahone Concept, The Greatest Hits.
Perfect.
It's going to be my debut album.
I love it. I love it. Now, you say greatest hits, and I think these could be hit songs.
Thank you.
I think that a lot of people write off pop music as being, basic or simple, but I would say that it takes a lot to get it to the point where it does sound simple.
Thank you very much. That's something I recently realized. At my core, I am a Coldplay ripoff. I can make Coldplay songs all day. But when it comes to producing, pop is actually really hard because it has to be clean and really intentional. And instead of burying things with guitars, you have to be so specific. So that's how I got into it. And then now I want to try and create pop that people don't think is basic. They're like, wait a minute, I actually like pop. I just didn't know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. And I think you do that well. I think you put, little touches of something in there. I don't know that I can describe what it is, but you feel it when you listen to it.
Yeah, it's Old Bay seasoning.
Mm-hmm. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm allergic to shellfish, but I love
Old Bay.
Love Old Bay, man.
Walking contradiction over here. Well, Ben and Caleb, it's really great to see you. Do you have any shows coming up? Any big plans for the summer aside from writing all these masterpieces?
Yeah, I got something I can't really talk about quite yet, but it's in the works, and I just want to say that local support means everything. So if I can get everybody on board, it's basically going to be like a voting thing. So if you stay current with my socials, you'll see it, and I need every help I can get. I'm going to go door to door, knocking on doors. I'm going to be running for mayor, except I'm just running for something else, all right? So please keep up. It's going to be a great time, and I can't wait to share what I have planned with you guys.
Great. It was so nice to talk to you. I would love to hear one more song, though.
Actually, we're all out. I'm good. I got one more song for you. It's been great. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you to Elvis here for sticking around. We got to hurry up because I'm running out of money to pay this guy. So without further ado, this is our last song called Maybe. Thank you guys so much for listening. We are Kahone Concept, and I hope to see you around town.
Sit in a room and tell me how I think of you, or how I think of me. This is where it begins. Stood on a ledge, jump then take 3 deep breaths in. I land right on a couch, this is where it begins. Talking away, yeah, I say I'm looking to make change, but I still let my day away, but maybe tomorrow. Hey, maybe I am not the man you see. Maybe it's just tricks and smoke you loud. Maybe not me. You ready, Elvis? Woo! Very much to WYEP for having me. Pittsburgh is my favorite place on earth. People ask me all the time, Kahone, why don't you go here? Why don't you go there? It is because I believe in the music scene of Pittsburgh. I believe in Pittsburgh, and if I can't have success here, I don't want to have success anywhere else. So if you're on board with that, please join me, because I'm just trying to create something that we can all enjoy and just have events to go to and hang out and just be kind people to each other. I don't want you, but I need you. Very much.
It's Kahone Concepts, live and direct here on WYEP today. Ben, a pleasure to see you and a pleasure to hear these songs.
Thank you very much. Pleasure's all mine.
All right, pleasure all around. Sending it back to you, Rosemary.
Well, it's a pleasure.